before I start, I'm not a meteorologist, and I'll never say I'm a meteorologist. If you want to contact an actual meteorologist, I would say contact those at the National Hurricane Center. They know their stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch. Hey guys, it's me, Brittany, and tonight I'm going to show you guys the latest projections as of yet for Hurricane Maria. It's crazy. It was literally more than a week ago we had Hurricane Irma, and now all of a sudden we're talking about another hurricane that is out there. And it's a Category 5. It's insane. But yeah, there's another hurricane out there apparently, and it's a Category 5. Oh, and before I start, if I get one like on this video, I will update this video again tomorrow, and every time I get a like on these projections, I will update it per day, because this will change a lot during the day. So here is Hurricane Maria and where she is going to go. It's an actual net, but anyway. Late last night she hit the Leeward Islands of Dominica and had gone up, and she's going upwards, and she is projected to go to Puerto Rico, which is actually pretty terrifying to see that. I know a lot of people here in Florida know people who live in Puerto Rico. They have friends or family there, and it's really scary, honestly. I'm hoping and praying that all is well for people in Puerto Rico, but right now that is the projected path. It is going to become it's already a major hurricane, and it's projected to be still a major hurricane going upwards towards Sunday into a hurricane. Now, what does that mean? A major hurricane to a hurricane. Well, what's the difference? And I'll show you guys that. Here's a major hurricane, winds speeds up to more than 110 miles per hour, and a hurricane 74 to 110 miles per hour. Still very bad, no matter what, but that's just the difference that they're trying to show you guys. And the storms and anything. And also these colorations, from my own experience, these reds and the blues and the pinks, this is what I'll show you guys right here. The watches, warnings, current wind extent. These, with my own experience with Hurricane Irma, and also Hurricane Matthew, the entire peninsula actually turned pink 48 hours before the storm was projected to hit, and I had gotten a alert on my phone, and when it turned red was like within 24 hours. So these colorations will these colorations usually change. So that's just what I just want to kind of describe to you guys. Now, this is what's the projected path, and here I'm going to show you guys the newest spaghetti models. Here's the spaghetti models for all the different models out there, where she is right now and projected to be. And right, like, you know, most of them, you know, they're kind of in agreement. They're in that very tight agreement that is still supposed to take this slant and then turn. Now, earlier, actually, it was supposed to make, where this yellow is, to make this kind of C and go upwards. Now, most of them are now going up. They're just kind of slanting and then going up. And, which is interesting to see, and they still aren't at the agreement. When you see more of them at a tighter impact, then you're kind of like, okay, this is something to look out for. But if you guys look closely, that red right there is National Hurricane Center. So, that's interesting to see. And the blue is the Euro. And I don't know if that's, which one is the GFS, but the blue right here is the Euro, and usually the GFS and the Euro, if they both are in the tight agreement on top of each other, that kind of means that it's usually something to kind of like look and be like, alright, that could be the forecast. So it's really interesting to watch this kind of thing. But anyway, here is I guess the Euro and the National Hurricane Center kind of agree that it's still going to do this sort of slant. But here is interesting. So I don't know if it's going to go upwards or it's going to go boop. But at 11 p.m. it's going to update, and this could change. And I'll show you guys tomorrow, because this could definitely change tomorrow when I show you guys the newest video. It could be this way. It could be that way. I'm hoping it stays far from us here in Florida. We're still dealing with Hurricane Irma. There are places here that are flooded out. There are places like that still don't have enough groceries in store. it's interesting. But anyway, this is the latest of the models. Let me see if I can update it, if there's any change at all. I guess there's no change at all. But I want to show you guys the Euro and the GFS, so you guys can see that sort of thing going on. Here is the Euro, and this is on tropicaltidbits.com. It's a really good website. But here is the projection. These are just, again, models, just showing where that's going to be. This is Maria. Here's Maria, supposed to go upwards and then doing this sort of thing, and that's interesting. It looks like it just kind of engulfed Jose just a moment ago, right? Because Jose is supposed to make a sort of like a hook, and I'll show you guys the GFS. Here's the GFS here. This one might be a little bit longer. So here's Maria going up, slant, slant, and turning away and going up. That's pretty interesting. So it looks like it's just kind of grazing along, but this can change. Obviously will change. Who knows where it's gonna go? It could go up all over the place. So and that's actually what I wanted to talk to you guys also about, is that there's apparently this high pressure, and it's, I guess, a high pressure from what was described to me is pretty much like a brick wall, and with Hurricane Maria, that sort of brick wall would, if Jose wasn't there, that could determine where this would go, if it was to go impact the U.S. more, if it was to impact, Florida or anywhere. That's pretty interesting. But apparently, because Jose is there, it's creating this kind of opening, this kind of gap, kind of like the parting of the Red Sea, and creating that sort of entryway for it to go, which I guess we can kind of thank Jose for, because as you guys can see, it's creating that sort of interesting opening there. So hopefully, let's hope for that hook, that it may be like a little bit larger hook, so it can go through and go more away from us and be away from everybody on the East Coast. But that's pretty interesting to watch. Because of Jose, there's an entryway. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, one like and I'll update this video. Subscribe for more videos in the future, and I will be seeing you guys later. Thanks for watching, and bye.